They told you pain is temporary, that happiness is the natural state, that if you just think positively, work harder, buy the right course, you'll escape suffering. But what if everything you've been taught is backwards? What if pain isn't the exception, but the rule? In 1818, a German philosopher named Arthur Schopenhauer published a book so radical it was ignored for decades, not because it was wrong, but because it was too right. While the world chased happiness, he uncovered the horrifying truth. Suffering isn't accidental. It's baked into existence itself. This isn't philosophy. This is a biological autopsy. The first lie: happiness is the default. Modern psychology talks about baseline happiness. Schopenhauer called it delusion. His core insight: pleasure is just the temporary absence of pain. Think about it. Hunger hurts until you eat. Loneliness burns until you socialize. Boredom tortures until you distract yourself. We chase satisfaction like it's the norm, when in reality, pain is the constant. Pleasure, just the fleeting interruption. Nature's cruel trick, making you believe the opposite. The will to live, evolution's torture device. Schopenhauer's most terrifying idea: the will to life, an unconscious, irrational force that makes you fear death above all else, ensures no satisfaction lasts, designs pleasure to fade, but pain to linger. Why? Because suffering is evolution's whip. Anxiety keeps you alert. Heartbreak stops you mating with the wrong partner. Even nostalgia, a reminder that joy can't last. This isn't metaphor. MRI scans now show. The brain processes loss more intensely than gain. Negative memories imprint deeper than positive ones. Physical and emotional pain use identical neural pathways. Schopenhauer didn't just predict this. He diagrammed it 200 years before neurology existed. The modern pain factory. Every major system in our society has been perfectly optimized to exploit Schopenhauer's discovery. Religious institutions didn't just acknowledge suffering, they sanctified it. Bear your cross, they said. Endure your earthly trials for heavenly rewards. They turned pain into a spiritual currency, making generations believe their suffering was somehow noble, while keeping them docile. Capitalism took a different approach. It commodified your pain. Feeling inadequate? Buy this. Lonely? Purchase that. Aging? Here's the solution. Every human insecurity became a market opportunity. The system doesn't alleviate suffering. It sells you temporary relief while ensuring the underlying wound never fully heals. Social media perfected the art of engineered dissatisfaction. Those carefully curated feeds aren't just showing you other people's lives. They are highlighting your absence from them. Every scroll delivers microdoses of what you're missing, triggering the same neural pathways as physical deprivation. Even the self-improvement industry, supposedly designed to help, often just repackages suffering. Productivity culture transformed rest into something you must earn through exhaustion. Toxic positivity turned normal human sadness into a personal failing. Hustle porn glorified self-destruction as some kind of virtue. These aren't separate systems. They're different facets of the same machine, all feeding on Schopenhauer's fundamental truth. Human beings are wired for suffering. Breaking the cycle, Schopenhauer's 3 escapes. But here's what they never teach. Schopenhauer didn't just diagnose the disease. He prescribed the antidote. Artistic transcendence. When you create, You briefly step outside the will. Music, painting, writing. These aren't hobbies. They're rebellion. Ascetic resistance. Not monasticism, but conscious reduction. Every desire you don't feed weakens the will's grip. Compassionate detachment. Seeing others suffering as your own starves the system, the will thrives on separation. The truth they buried. Modern research keeps proving him right. The hedonic treadmill equals Schopenhauer's pendulum. Anticipatory dopamine equals engineered disappointment. Trauma repetition equals the will recycling pain. Yet we still preach the lie. Happiness is coming. When the truth is, you weren't designed for happiness. You were designed to want it. That's the secret they've spent 200 years suppressing. Not because it's bleak, but because it's freeing. When you stop chasing the illusion, you can finally start living the reality. The choice isn't between pain and pleasure. It's between unconscious suffering and conscious rebellion. So tell me, now that you know the game, will you keep playing? Or will you finally break free?